What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we're going to be talking none other than about Gammamons. Ghost game Gammamon for sure. Well, without further ado, let's talk about the deck. Let's do an archetypal meta analysis and everything like that. So without further ado, let's break it down, shall we? The Gammamon archetype. This theme is centered around none other than this cute little dinosaur Digimon. Is the main lead Digimon of the Ghost game series. Gammamon was first introduced in the game as a promo and has its latest support in JP's Rasing Wind. Wouldn't be surprised to see more Gammamon support in PT13. Reasons to play this theme. 1. Huge Jurassic Park fan. 2. Have a light and dark side to you. 3. Enjoys having access to every keyword in the game. 4. Being able to mix and match almost every color of the game. And 5. Having anger issues like Sarah from The Land Before Time. The main focus of this deck is use a wide multitude of keywords and different effects to have either for protection or ability to apply pressure to your opponent. You will only be able to utilize all the keywords and the different effects in your stack once you reach level 5 of your Digimon line. But as of JP set Rasing Wind, there is now a fully confident strategy for this deck to apply a lot of damage. Jumping into this Jurassic Triceratops theme with the Digitama line. First off, we have Gammamon from BT08. So its effect reads, when attacking once per turn, if you have this Digimon has 6000 DP or more, draw a card. This Gammamon, being one of the generic draws, still sees play in most red decks themes until about BT11. You can still play this either at 4 or 1 in your Gammamon builds for sure. Most likely 1 though. Then we have Gammamon from starter deck 12. Your turn, while you have 2 or more Digimon in play, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. This one sees no play much. It's unreliable in gaining DP boosts. Usually classified bulk cards. I mean, you can play it if you want to, but I wouldn't highly recommend it. Next card though is Gammamon from the Rasing Wind set. So your turn, once per turn, when one of your effects places a Digimon under this Digimon, draw a card. So newly introduced in the reprint booster, giving the deck a Durimon's effect for red, which opens possibilities for red for sure. But with this, you have a good way of keeping your hands full all the time. This is the most likely going to be a 4 in any Gammamon theme from now on. Now let's dive into the rookies. For you, you'll probably be straight up Gammamon across the board. This little baby dinosaur Digimon has 5 rookies to pick from, so let's get into it. So first off, with the rookies, you can mix the quantities you'll be playing to fix the situation you might be facing. Gammamon from BT08. Play cost 3, evolves on a red level 2 for 0 and 2000 DP Digimon. So effect, your turn, once per turn, when you play a red tamer, trigger draw 1. Inheritable, when attacking, if this Digimon has 6000 DP or more, destroy one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. The main effect, once you get all the way to level 5, you can use this effect to keep drawing your cards when you play a tamer, which keeps your hand size strong. Gammamon Promo 058. Play cost 4, evolves on a red level 2 for a 1 cost, 4000 DP Digimon. Main effect, your turn, while you have a red tamer in play, this Digimon can attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. This one is usually played at 1 or more depending on what you like to do. Since this allows you to attack unsuspended Digimon, it can help a lot for sure to get rid of nasty unsuspended Digimon. Most of the time, you just hope you don't have to evolve in Rasing with this card. And most of the time, you will only be able to use this once you reach level 5 anyway for that, being able to attack unsuspended. Next card, though, we have Gammamon Promo 059. Play cost 3, evolve on a red level 2 for 0 cost, 3000 DP Digimon. Inheritable, your turn, while you have a hero in play, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. This given power really does help out a lot to keep your Digimon alive when you swing into your opponent's Digimon or security at any level of the game. Card really does add a good amount of DP pressure for sure. So making sure that you have cards like this really is important. And I think this one being one of the first promos that we got for the English side is really important. Next card though, we have Gamma Promo 065. Play cost 4. Evolve on a red level 2 for 0 cost, 2000 DP. Main on play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 2000 DP or less. Inheritable, when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with P or less. So it mirrors its on play and when attacking are complete mirrors of it. So it's not terrible. I mean, the inheritable is what you would really use it for. The on play, not so much. But probably won't see much play after the reprint booster. But for now, it is a good card in general to play against your opponent. It's a Gammamon name, that's all that matters. Gammamon RB1, play cost 4, evolve a level 2 or 0 cost, 2000 DP Digimon. Main on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Gammamon in its text, and 1 hero among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order. Inheritable, your turn. While this Digimon has Gammamon in its text, it gets plus 2000 DP. Now, combining the effects of Promo Gammamon with a twist is very interesting. Just need to be in the archetype to utilize it. The ability to dig deeper for a Gammamon piece and hopefully get an all-important hero from your deck as well is a very important necessity of the deck. Now that we wrapped up the level 3 lookies, let's get into the lightning round of the keywords we'll be using through all the level 4s. This one's going to be slightly different because a lot of them are vanillas outside of the fact of their keyword giving, so we're going to go through this. Betel, play cost 5, evolve on a red level 3 for a 2 cost, 6000 DP. So all of them are going to be play cost 5s and then evolve on top of their respective color of a level 3 for 2 costs, and it's going to be a 6000 DP Digimon. So the archetype themes around 6000 DP. So when Digivolving Blitz, this Digimon can attack when your opponent has 1 or more memory, when you pass turn, when you Digivolve. Really good. Then you have Gauss Gammamon from BT09. This is Digivolves for 2 from a Gammamon. After Betel from BT08, you instantly get these black text boxes that allow you just to Digivolve for 2 from a Gammamon. So now the color combination is infinite. Your turn, this Digimon cannot be blocked. Really good. And then you have Rasing Wind. So piercing this one gives. And then you have Gauss Gammamon from the Rebirth collection. Well, the reprint set. And this gives it evade. So if this Digimon would be deleted, you may suspend it to prevent that deletion. Really good. Then the Rasing for the Rebirth set gives it blocker, which now we have a way of preventing our opponent from hitting us. We have evade, we have piercing, we have cannot be blocked, and then we have blitz. So what else could we get? So now, since we covered most of the vanilla keyword Gammamons that can give you to work with, let's get into the effect of level 4 Gammamons with effects. So first off, we have Beat from the reprint set. Play cost 6, evolve on a red level 3 for a 2 cost, 6000 DP. 6000 DP across the board is just common tread. And then this has the black text, as I mentioned, 2 from a Gammamon. It has raid, so when this Digimon attacks, you may switch the target of the attack of one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with the highest DP. And then when Digivolving, if you don't have a hero in play, you may play one from your hand without paying its memory cost. This one will help speed your game up for sure. Being able to give raid and then also being able to play a free hero for you is really good game design wise. That it should keep the tempo very easily, since most of the cards have been just being able to play their corresponding tamer. Really useful in my opinion. Now, like most Digimon anime tropes, we will get the main lead Digimons turn dark, so it's time to go over the Gauss Gammamon stuff that strikes fear into your opponent. First off, we have Gauss Gammamon from BT10. Play cost 6, evolves on top of a purple level 3 for a 2 cost and 6000 DP. Digivolves for 2 from a all turns. While this Digimon has a card with Gammamon in its name, in its Digi-Evolution cards, this Digimon gains Retaliation. So that's really nasty. And on deletion, you may play 1 Gammamon from your trash suspended without paying its memory cost. The ability to give your Digimon Retaliation keyword is fantastic. Plus, in a way, when your Gauss Gammamon dies, you do get a pseudo armor purge and play a needed rookie for free that might get a way to climb back up after it's been deleted. So I think that's really important at the end of the day. So I think this is really, really good. Then we have Gauss Gammamon BT10. Play cost 6, evolve on a purple level 3 for a 3 cost, 6000 DP Digimon. Evolves for 2 from Gammamon. So this Gauss Gammamon is not BT10. This is the Gauss Gammamon from RB1. So the Rasing Wind booster. Play cost 6, evolves on a purple level 3 for 3 cost, 6000 DP. So Digivolves for 2 from a Gammamon. End of attack. By deleting this Digimon, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon. On deletion, play 1 Gammamon from your trash suspended without paying its memory cost. So Gauss Gammamon's ability to delete itself kinda stems from the anime on how Gauss Gammamon comes out in and he just kills and beats the villain and then disappears. Then you get a Gammamon free like it reverts back in the anime. So it's just constantly showing the cycle of this is how Gauss Gammamon comes in, and then boom, he goes right back to Gammamon, even though we don't know much more at this point, but we'll see if it has any more lead-in tie-in with the card game. Now we had our fun with all the Gammamon level 4s. Let's get into all the spicy new level 5s need to talk about. Small FOI, so I won't repeat myself 50 times. All the level 5s will have a on the body and in its inheritable. All turns Digimon gains all effects of the cards with Gammamon in their names and its Digievolution cards. So that means we're going to only talk about their main effects and not their all turns effects of gaining that effect of all the Gammamons, because we know they're all there. So Kanos Wisemon for BT10, play cost 8, evolves on a red level 4 for 4 costs, 8000 DP. Digivolves 3 from a level 4 in its name that contains Gammamon. Your turn's 1 per turn. When one of your tamers becomes suspended, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP for the turn. Then, if this Digimon has 12,000 DP or more, this Digimon gains security plus 1 for the turn. So, this is one that you like to be on, since it can apply pressure turn after turn, gives you free DP gain as long as you rest the hero, and then also it's a plus security plus 1 as long as you reach 12,000 DP, which is super easy in this deck. Since this Digimon gains all the effects of your Gammamon, there are infinite possibilities of what kind of stack you might have and all the random keywords, everything like that. So depending on the circumstances, this can lead to being a lot of pressure applied to your opponent. Next, we have Kanos Wisemon from Rasing Wind. Play cost 8, evolve on a red level 4 for 4 costs, 8000 DP. Digivolves 3 from a level 4 in name contains a Gammamon. Your Gammamon that has a card with Gammamon in its name, Digievolution cards, can Digivolve into this card in your hand from a Digievolution cost of 3, ignoring Digievolution requirements. All turns, nope, we're not going to read that. This Digimon being able to warp Digivolve on top of your Gammamon is huge, especially since most other warps cost you 4 or more to do so. It's refreshing to see a cheaper warp skill for sure, especially since all you have to do is sneak a Gammamon underneath, and you do that just by breathing in this deck. So next we have Fumamon, play cost 7, evolves on a blue level 4 for 3 costs, 7000 DP. Digivolves 3 from a level 4 if a name contains Gammamon. And when Digivolving, trash the top 3 Digievolution cards of one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon. Then one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digievolution cards may not attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. All turns, this Digimon gains all. So Fumamon, to be honest, is okay at best. Wish it wasn't restricted to DP for the strip to 2, since now it limits the possible targets you can remove sources from, especially if they only have a bigger Digimon that you're not reaching magic numbers against. But again, this deck does have a way of climbing up into magic number territory, so it could be a lot better, but I'm just maybe undervaluing it. But I don't know if Fumamon's going to see play in the deck. You could be wrong, and you could tell me otherwise. Next card, though, is Gilead Human. So play cost 7, evolve on a green level 4 for 3 costs, 7000 DP. Digivolves 3 from a level 4 if his name contains Gammamon. When Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon with the DP less than or equal to this Digimon. Your opponent's cards suspended with this effect cannot unsuspend until the end of your next turn. Then we have suffering from the same clause as Fumamon. The suspended can down a bit more easily, but the issue still comes down is the likelihood of hitting consistently. And what I noticed is, if you guys ever played the Mega Man Star Force game, they kind of remind me of the color scheme and like the choices you can pick from the second game. You know, it's really interesting to me, but that's just kind of just me rambling on about being a Mega Man Star Force fan. We are finally at the last level 5, so this Digimon is packing the heat for sure. So Regulusmon, play cost 9, evolves on a purple level 4 for cost of 4, 7000 DP. Digivolves for 3 from a level 4 if its name contains Gammamon. When Digivolving, when attacking once per turn, by trashing one card with Gammamon in its text from your hand, one of your Digimon gains on deletion. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level until the end of your opponent's turn. We already know about the all turns. Now, seeing Regulusmon having the ability to kind of trade with the opponent's board a bit, especially if Gauss Gammamon from Rasing Wind is in its stack, you can pop and kill 2 things, hopefully allowing a good board control presence, still getting a Gammamon on board for free out of the play. Now let's get into the Mega Digimon, shall we? So first off, we do have 3 Mega Digimon to talk about, and they all center around the fact that you can control your opponent's board by deleting something. First off, we have Seriousmon Promo. Play cost 12, evolve on a red. Play cost 12, evolve on a red level 5 for cost 4, 11,000 DP Digimon. When digivolving, by placing a card with Gammamon in its name from your hand at the bottom of this Digievolution cards, this Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP for the turn. So, becoming a 13,000 Digimon, not bad. And then when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. If this Digimon has DP is 12,000 or more, delete 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less instead. Not bad for the promo, but we get better tools to work with in the Rasing Wind. So let's talk about that then. Seriousmon from the Rasing Wind. Play cost 11. Evolve on a red level 5 for 3 costs, 11,000 DP. Digivolves 3 from a level 5 with Gammamon in its text. When digivolving, by placing a card with Gammamon, by placing a card with Gammamon in its text from your hand under this Digimon as a bottom Digievolution card, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. Return once per turn. When your opponent's Digimon is deleted, you may unsuspend it. This now is a top end Digimon. It gives a strong removal option for sure, allowing you to restand your Digimon is a big tempo move as well, especially against decks that can't swing into unsuspended Digimon and rest your Seriousmon. So being able to skip around this and be able to have your big boss Digimon stay on board is really good. And then we have our Archetype from Rasing Wind. Play cost 13, evolves on a purple level 5 for 5 costs, 13,000 DP. Digivolves 4 from a level 5 Gammamon in its text. When digivolving, you may place 1 card with Gammamon in its text from your trash under this Digimon as a bottom Digievolution card. Then you may delete one Digimon with a level less than or equal to this Digimon's Digievolution cards. On deletion, you may return 1 Digimon card from your trash to your hand. Then by trashing 1 Seriousmon from your hand, you may play 1 Proximon from your hand without paying its memory cost. So, and it has an inheritable, your turn once per turn. When your opponent's Digimon is deleted, if this Digimon has Gammamon in its text, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. Now, this is a Digimon that is applying a lot of pressure for sure. Being able to get to 7 sources under this Digimon, so you can just get rid of any of your opponent's boss Digimon easily, but being able to, if this thing dies, bring out the level 7 of the deck is massive, along with just really powerful inheritable skill. Being able to trash cards is nasty. Now let's talk about Mr. 7 himself, Proximon. Proximon, play cost 13, evolves on a purple level 5 for 5 costs, 13,000 DP. All turns, once per turn, when another Digimon is deleted, you may play 1 level 4 lower on its name from your without paying its memory cost. End turn, once per turn, by placing 1 Digimon with Gammamon in its text from your hand or trash under this Digimon as a bottom Digievolution card. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon. This thing is a beast for sure. Being able to, when a Digimon is deleted, get another Gammamon out for free is a massive plus. But not only that, it can keep killing most boss Digimons at the end of your turn. This thing is amazing for its control strategy play this deck wanted to do for sure. So Proximon is going to apply a lot of pressure at the end of the day. And now that the main deck is talked about, let's talk about the tamers of the theme. Hero is Gammamon's tamer, and for sure he helps the deck out massively. Similar to how the Digivice of the series is a pedometer looking Digivice, this thing gives boost to your Digimon. The tamer card does as well. There are 3 hero tamers to talk about so far in this game. First off is Hero from BTO. Start a turn, if your memory is 2 or less, it becomes 3. Your turn, when one of your Digimon with Gammamon in its name or level 5 or higher Digimon attacks, you may suspend this tamer to give one of your Digimon plus 2,000 DP for the turn. Security, play this card without paying its memory cost. All tamers have this, so we're not going to talk about this again. This hero gives you the boost to your Digimon's power and being able to set you to 3 in this deck each turn, since it is a memory tamer, does help out a lot. It sees a lot of play in red decks for sure. There's not many other decks that won't be playing this as well. Hero from Promo 062. Your turn, when you attack with a Digimon that has Gammamon in its name in its Digievolution cards, you may suspend this tamer to have that Digimon gain security +1 for the turn. This card alone is scary to deal with because as long as you have Gammamon in the sources, you get to keep adding a +1 security attack when you swing at your opponent, which can lead to applying a lot of pressure for sure. Next, we do have Hero from Rasing Wind. Start a main phase by placing a Digimon with Gammamon in its name from your hand under one of your Digimon as a bottom Digi-Evolution card. Gain 1 memory, draw a card. Your turn when your Digimon Digivolves into a Digimon with Gammamon in its text. By suspending this tamer, that Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. Now this rounds out the whole thing, since now you can get the inheritables into the source you wanted / needed. DP plus, put it under the Gammamon you needed. The blocker ability, put it under there. Then it pluses you 1 memory and replaces the card you put in by drawing this exactly what the deck needed for sure. Then it also gives power as you climb up with that Digimon. So turn after turn, you just keep digivolving up, and now you get free value and more pressure. So that seems very interesting. Now let's talk about the option for Gammamon. It's Gammamon's signature move, Bear Claw. No, Bear Claw? This claw move. I'm sorry, I'm going to mess it up. Main, one of your Digimon gets plus 2000 DP for the turn. Then by placing 1 Digimon with Gammamon in its name from your hand to the bottom of one of your Digimon evolution cards, draw a card. And then it has a security effect. You may play a Gammamon from your hand or trash without paying its play cost. Now, normally a -1 is kind of bad, but when it's a 1 cost, it's not too terrible since you'll be gaining some sort of value out of this effect for sure. Adding a keyword to the stack or DP boosting will cards going to be put in some work for sure. So we'll have to see if it does continue from there. Now, some cards you definitely add to this deck is one of the big ones has to be Brickmon from EX3. So play cost 13, evolves on a red level 5 for a 4 cost, 12,000 DP Digimon. On play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less for every Digi-Evolution cards with a trait containing Dragon, Soar, or Ceratopsian that this Digimon has. Add 2000 DP to it, and you can choose with this effect. So if you put 5, this can pop any 13,000 DP Digimon. It has a Digicross for 5 Digimon with different names and traits containing dragons, Soar, or Ceratopsians. So that's going to help out. And when you would play this card, you may place specific cards from your hand or battle area under it. Each card placed reduces the play cost. So this thing can go down to being a 3 cost, which is definitely fits for the deck, because even at 1 you can slam this down and apply pressure that way, and it then can go into Proximon as well afterwards and just cycle in through what you need to. And then finally for hybrid for game statuses, you want Burning Greymon. You may digivolve this card from your hand onto a top of your red tamer as if the tamer is a level 3 red Digimon for a memory cost of 2. So why am I talking about this? Well, I don't care about the wind digivolving effect. We're never really going to get it off unless you have multiple of these things. Now, why play this with, well, many reasons. To be honest, sometimes you just need hybrid for game, and you can if you use Brickmon, use it as a source as well. There's a lot of different plays you can do with this thing for sure. So being able to dig a little deeper also helps as well. The only problem comes down to is if you use it in Rasing, it's going to cost you a little bit more, but that should be fine. Let's talk about optional options for this deck. Red Memory Boost is a given. Why wouldn't you be playing this? Next card is Rowdy Rocker, is a good option because it recycles itself by drawing 2, and it's a little worse than the Gammamon option itself, but hey, you're not nagging completely out of it, but that's just me. Might be worth it to play. Then might be worth playing are some removal options as well, like Crimson Blaze and Trident Gaia Force. And then finally though, I'm going to say this. I recommend ADP, a delicate plan. Main, one of your Digimon gains this Digimon doesn't activate security effects of any options it checks for the turn. Shutting down Setcon or heavy option decks really does matter sometimes, because you can then just OTK with no worries, because most likely you're over most anything in that security, but at top of it you get to apply pressure constantly, because shutting down options is basically our biggest weakness, is we don't have a way of negating those. But now we kind of do with ADP and security. So I think this is a really good potential cards. I can't wait to see what Gammamon has in store. So guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and here's a sample deck list for you guys to see if it's going to be something you want to play. I figured at least sneak in a deck list at the end of the video. Kind of makes it so that you guys see a meta analysis and then maybe a deck list at the end of possibilities. It's not a tested deck list, but hey, without further ado though, remember, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!